the morning after, the night before. Will I still like what I wrote yesterday? Can I even remember what it was? A bit. Let's see. Yes, I do like what I did last night. Good, okay. I can clearly hear the need for big driving synth under there, though. What are we going to use? No, we don't want one of those. We want... There's any number of instruments which can do... What are we going for today? I quite like... Okay. The probably Repro one is a good choice. I like Repro. It comes from Yuhei. Is that how you pronounce your name? There's a number of ways of doing this. You either use something which does... You either use something which already does that, or you use a sort of lead and then you chop it. I prefer using a lead and chopping it. So. So we're going to put one of these fellas on it. And we're going to put a bit of... This is not the right sound. I want something much more... And I'm going to layer these, but this is not a bad start. I may put some guitar effects on the top as well. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, 1, 2, yeah, everything's running. Just making sure, okay, let's see if we can find some guitar rig. Guitar rig is the Native Instruments one. It's quite, it's very processor heavy, and you're looking for something. Actually, I quite like this stuff. What are we going for? Alternative. That's not bad. Now, what I'm likely to do with this, though, because it's very, very grungy, is to change the order of these. So I'm going to put the trance down the bottom. That's not all we're going to use, but that is a good start, and that will help enormously, because we're going to put something which is sort of smoother and deeper underneath it. I'm going to save my project, and then I'm going to bounce this one out. Render in place settings. It's not. Hang on. Let me just. What I want it to do. Channel settings. That's the one. So that's going to bake in both the guitar rig and the trance. Because what I want to be able to do is turn this synth off, because the synth combined with those effects is quite powerfully chomping through my CPU. So I'm going to bounce it out and then disable that that particular plugin. Just before I go any further, should I just remind you that if this kind of video is your sort of thing, there's a subscribe button down there. It would be lovely to be able to stay in touch with you, let you know when we do live things and stuff like that. And also, there's a whole load of free guides to things like film scoring, sampled orchestration, and how to write music underneath this video. Okay? Right. Now let's see how this works. So, disable track. Right. So I want to get that. So we now need to add significantly more percussion. I like that. I think master sessions may have a place to play in here. It's what else are we looking for? Let's have a little look in there. I think perk, maybe adding. We got going on here, which might add to this mix. Apocalypse. I need something on the I think I'm only putting those in now. I'm going to go into the MIDI drum editor and tidy them up, because I think digga-digga-dum might work. And then put a little rough in, a little roughy dum in. Huh. Seriously, can't hear it now. Wonder why that is. I don't mind. I'm not going to be upset by that. Okay, so what's going on here? I need some more. So it's going to go. Let's close that off and see if that works. Those little roughs are too much, aren't they? I think that's going to be more like it. Okay, let's put it in context again. Okay, that's good. Now we're in business. I'm going to save that. I mean, I could put more synths in there because it is still quite thin underneath, but need to move on. Right, now here's an interesting thing. We cut to her on the fourth beat of the bar, not on the bar line, but it doesn't bother me at all. All I'm going to do when we get to that point, what are we taking out when we get to her? We're taking out the bottom bit, this bass Bartok pits here, and we're going to replace it with something higher. Let's go for just want that is going to be, so we'll keep the pans going, we'll keep that top drum going. That's all we got. That's fine, and the synth can go as well. That can keep going. So we're gonna we may need it to go round and round. Hang on. Where is it? And there. Okay, we're nearly there now. So what we're going to do now is this bit. We need some other. Remember right at the beginning, yesterday, oh God, this taking a while, we said we need to pull everything back. We haven't got any strings going on in here at the moment. I'm not fussed by that, but maybe. Also, I don't mind that it doesn't go boom and hits her hit. I think what happens if we put, I don't know, some high string, which is the harmonic of choice. Actually, weirdly, this old one, it often works. give it a go. This is East West Gold. So if you've got Composer Cloud, we'll decide what else goes on in there. So I'm now going to sort that out. And as that one's good, I'm going to loop it. And I want another fast piece of percussion on the top there. Digga, 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 digga. But light. This is what I mean about keeping the energy going, but pulling it all down. Okay, where am I going to find this? It could be more LAM modern percussion is actually, it's not a bad shout, is it? Let's go down to that, find another one to add into the mix. Where's the instrument itself gone? Where has my instrument gone? Okay, let's go into the... That's the one. Right. I'm going to put this on, let's open it up, put this on channel 6, right, no, 1, 2, 3, I only need it on 4, don't I actually? 4, and we'll look at what's going to be good for this. Toms, Tychos, Dole. How about Dole? Improvise, 120 hands. Let's try that one. It's a bit low. What else are we using in there already? Dumbucks, Dicos, toms and basses. So we actually want, what are we going to put in there? What's this June thing? I don't know what Junes are. About to find out. Low. Too low for this. Tycho solo? Maybe. Ensemble, 2-pan. Okay, no. Okay, I'm not quite fine. I'm already using the ones, the high ones from this, I think. Master patches, all ethnic. Okay, so these are the two which are already in there. So I need to find something different. Where else should I go? Aha, hang on. How about... where's Strike Force gone? There it is. Small drums. Let's try that one. Okay. Where did I play that in? Okay, that works. Do I need some metal in there as well? No. Do I want to start this on that last beat? Because it would tidy things up. So that, oh, hang on, bar, no, go to beat, chop it, copy it over. Okay, that works. Let's just add some more of that. Where's it gone? An MP, right, let's cut that out. Couple of bars, loop it until we get to the point where we... Okay, how about what's going on with our piano effects track? Something like that. Okay, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to avoid hitting the crash thing. Also, you don't really, but I want something. Okay, so there's another thing. So he's about to do his big primal shout at the end here. Now, I think, so do we go up to it and then let him shout? I think we do. The option is sort of crescendoing to the end of that, but actually I think in this case stopping everything, so we're going to have something which builds up to that and then stops, or probably stops. Whether it stops completely, I don't know yet. You may notice we're getting perilously close to the end. So we'll take these out too. Same place. So everything's just going to go. and we're going to have a big reversey thing, which is going to go. So what are we going to have as a big reversey thing? Could be anything. Piano works well, so I'll tell you, look, just as this time's going on. Okay, now these two, all I'm going to do is bounce these notes out, and then run them backwards. So we're going to chop, and we're going to chop. Then we're going to go turn it into a bit of audio, run it back, so it's going to go. And then we'll be nearly there. I could faff around with this for quite a while, but broadly speaking, this is all right. What you'd also do, you would bounce out all the percussion to audio and make sure it all lines up, because it's very, very, very difficult, I find, to get MIDI percussion to be absolutely bang on until you actually can see the transient and line this up with the beat. It's not, and that will make it a lot tighter. Then you can mix the percussion properly. And it will be so much more impactful when it's all kind of jiggled away. Turn it round and chop it up and see which one I like best. Turn the grid off. Right, where are we going to stick it? So we're going to run it up to the start of his shout, which is there. So see what this sounds like. I'm not feeling the love. Also, I think there may be too much going on in my piano sampler thing. Okay, maybe. Tell you what also I'll do is I'll remember all that stuff we had going on right at the beginning. I think we can drag that up as well. Whoops. Oh, hang on. We want one of those, and two of these. Copy. Let's put them in the right place. Okay, so we want up to there. Right. See what that sounds like. Okay. There's a lot you could do with this actually, and I'm starting to go a bit quickly now, but actually with these piano effects, there's one last faffing about thing I'm going to do. And if this doesn't work, we'll drop it. All I was going to do is bounce it out and put some delay through it, and so it goes da da do 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 type thing. Save my stuff. So this is 90% synthy sound designery action, really. There's very little orchestral stuff in here. And it doesn't really need it, does it? I mean, it fits the project better. I mean, there are bits where you'll need something more probably grand and thematic, but, okay, do your thing. Let's see if this is going to work. It needs something. It may need another synth, really, but how long have we been going? Going half an hour this morning and best part of an hour. Yes, hour and a half for a, what is it? Minute and a half action sequence. It's not bad, to be actually honest. It's not lightning fast, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if that's how long it took. Right. Okay, now let's. Right, I'm now going to put some delay on this, so we get all kinds of funky delay effects going on. H delay from Waves is one of my favorites. I'm putting this inline on. That's a dotted eighth. What are we going to have? Let's try a straight eighth to start with. I quite like it. Okay. What else can I do to that? What about a little bit of distortion on it? I'm looking for... Okay, Fab Filter Saturn. Oops. What have we got? That's not bad. Right. Is that going to help? Okay, I declare it done. Let's have a performance with some dialogue in here as well this time.
USB에 바이러스가 있었습니다.
Temp dialogue, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not very long, is it? It felt like it was about an hour long, and it's actually less than a minute, I think. Oh, my Lord. It's taken a long time to do. But look, I mean, oh, goodness gracious. Well, we got there in the end, didn't we? 9 o'clock in the morning. Having started 9 o'clock yesterday and then faffed around and then got distracted. I tried to do it first thing in the morning and everything went wrong. So I then went and off and did a whole load of other things, came back late afternoon, and eventually we got going. So actually we've only been going on this for about an hour and a half. And we have been sort of trying to define the sound of this particular project at the same time. But, oh, my Lord. So I hope you found that useful and interesting. And as usual, if you... enjoy this kind of thing, then do the subscribey thing, and there's a whole load of sort of free guides to film scoring and how to write music and things like that, and sampled orchestration underneath this video. So please, it's been very nice writing this piece of music. I hope you found it useful, and I look forward to replying to your comments, and see you next time.